Hi, my name is Adam Kaler. I'm the founder of Content Credits. And one of the things we do is we've created a micropayment system on the paywall that can help you turn casual readers into paying customers. How do we do that? Well, one of the biggest problems we realized was these offers, the paywall, these $1.99 a month offers that end up converting into, $16.99 a month, $15.99, whatever it is. And readers are getting smart to it. They know that if they sign up for one of these things that they're going to forget about it and they're going to end up getting charged. Well, 82% of readers have tried to do anything but subscribe when they hit this paywall. And, they'll copy the headline, they'll paste it into Google, they'll try to find it any other way they can, but they end up spending a bunch of their times just trying to get around these paywalls, and a lot of times they can't. So they just end up frustrated with the brand. And on top of that, all of those forgotten subscriptions are now being canceled, especially in this tough economic time that we're in right now. People are looking to figure out how to shave off some of their expenses. And groups like Experian and Rocket Money are actually more than happy to help them with that. And as you can see here, there's an ad from Experian offering to help people cancel their subscriptions. And a lot of times, publications are one of the first to go. Why? Because people have subscription fatigue. Like I mentioned before, they see another offer for a subscription and they just think to themselves, I got too many subscriptions. I don't need another subscription that I'm going to forget about. And these things keep going up every year. Some of the most popular ones people are familiar with. You see articles actually about the rising costs of Netflix, of Spotify, of some of their favorite sports websites, The Athletic. And it's troubling and it hurts their pockets. And people just don't have the discretionary income right now for another subscription. And paywalls are just frustrating. This is the only industry that I know about that actually trains their customers not to come back. Personally, Bloomberg does that to me. They have a hard paywall. And every time I see an article that I really like and I'd love to read about, I already know Bloomberg's going to have a hard paywall and I'm going to have to get that subscription. I just don't want to do it. There's big pain out there. The cost of serving the few is losing the many, we like to say. And you're training your customers, again, not to come back and enjoy your brand and all this hard work that your writers have done. And lost readers, at the end of the day, lead to lost revenue. Some of these publications we spoke to say they have a 97% bounce rate at the paywall, which is wild. And what does that do? That leads to missed ad impressions. Some of your revenue is behind that paywall on those ads, but if people can't get to the ads to view them, you can't charge for the eyeballs. If they're not clicking on them, you're not making ads, you're not making revenue from that for those clicks. And there's just no path for the casual reader right now. They get to that paywall, it's either subscribe or go away, or you end up having to just give away articles. You collect an email address, maybe you drip on them later to try to get them to subscribe. And at the end of the day, guys, this is just hurting your brand. Again, this is the only industry I know that trains its customers not to come back. Same with my Bloomberg example. One thing that Mars Candy did a long time ago, they realized that bite-sized snacks, bite-sized chocolate, actually sold more than the big candy bars. And then they found out if you put a bowl on the kitchen counter, or if you encourage them to put a bowl of candy at the office, at the front desk, people actually consume it even more. Jim Rutt, former chief technology officer at Thomson Reuters, he's even surprised a micropayment solution has not become the standard on these paywalls. And he says, when are we going to get something other than the subscription model? Well, we did some research. 76% of users are likely, when presented with the content credits option, I'm going to show you that on the next screen, said that they would likely sign up. And it was funny because we actually took just the New York Times subscribers and we looked at that data. 91% of them said they'd be likely to sign up. So what is our solution? I mentioned in the intro that we are a micropayments solution on the paywall. We're not an aggregator. We're not going to pay for a whole bunch of traffic to get to our website where we charge for a subscription so people can read that content. We're using your already existing traffic to present this as an option. You could also go after that subscriber list, that former subscriber list that you had, those people you drip on again, and they're never going to subscribe. You send them emails, you send them these $1.99 a month offers, and they're just not converting. Why not present them with the content credits option? Why not send them an email? Hey guys, we have another solution. It's not just a subscription, but you could pay per article. There's a huge missed revenue opportunity here. There are 112 billion visits a year to the top 100 news publishers. If we could just convert 5% of those at 25 cents an article, which is the base cost for one credit. Now, you may determine that your paper is worth more than that. One article may be worth 50 cents or 75 cents. 75 cents would be 3 content credits. Whatever it may be, this is just an example. If every article was 25 cents per article, that's $1.4 billion in gross revenue the industry's missing out on. Now, we take a nickel of that quarter, which would then be $1.12 billion back to the publishers. So, guys, at the end of the day, nobody cancels a pay-per-read option. They could cancel their subscription. But if you gave them a pay-per-read, you would continue to get revenue from that. Just recently, the U.S. State Department paused all media subscriptions. Huge blow to the publishing industry. Just Bloomberg alone lost $20 million a year in revenue from this, and it happened instantly. What do? We are in some tough times right now for the publishing industry. And I would encourage all of you to give us a call, contact me directly, adam@contentcredits.com. Go to our website, learn a little more. We have this publisher section that you probably found. But please, email me, reach out. I'd love to work with you and any other publishing partners that you have so that we can make content credits the standard in the industry for micropayments. Thank you.